Do you know there's a criteria?
Yeah, they have to do miracles.
They have miracles? Yeah. According to the Bible, that's not enough. Even a false prophet can do miracles.
No, there's more criteria. I can't remember off the top of my head.
I will tell you the criteria in the Bible. Here we go.
Got a Bible with you?
Yes, I have two of them. Which one do you take?
What, have you got King James?
Yeah, I have King James.
Bring King James up.
Yeah, King James.
Yeah.
That's already here. Deuteronomy 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it says what?
You read it?
Okay.
Alright, but the prophet who presumes to speak a word in my name which I have not commanded of him to speak, or who speaks in the name of other gods, that prophet shall die. Okay.
Carry on.
Alright, so can I ask you a question just before I interject, yeah? Is Muhammad dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Moses died. Is he false prophet as well?
Say that again?
Moses died?
No. Yeah. Moses died, yeah.
Carry on.
Okay.
So it doesn't make none of them false prophet because they died.
Alright, no, fine, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying as well. Moses died.
But Muhammad ain't the final prophet. Jesus
No,
is God
baby,
still.
go on. We're going to deal with that.
Alright, perfect.
Good.
But the prophet...
There's no da
And if you say, no. If you say in your heart, how shall we know that the word which the Lord has spoken? When a prophet speaks in the name of the Lord, if the thing does not happen or come to pass, that's
the word which the Lord has not spoken.
The prophet has spoken it presumptuously. You shall not be afraid of him.
Okay, so if a prophet prophesies, and it doesn't come to pass, what is he?
It's false prophet.
If it does come to pass, what is he?
Okay.
True prophet. Let us analyze Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Muhammad 1400 years ago, he prophesied about specific people, not randomly, specific people. He said there will come a time when you see the barefooted Arab man competing in building tall buildings. Bear in mind, when the prophet... Are you going to take it? Give it to me, man. Look at all that life.
No. Yeah. I can't find Isaiah.
Anyway, Isaiah, that's what I'm coming to go into as well. Isaiah, don't worry. What I'm saying, look, so Prophet Muhammad prophesied, are you listening here?
Yeah.
About the future, about specific people. It will come a time when they start competing in building tall buildings. The barefoot Arab man. So that time when Prophet Muhammad prophesied that, the Arabs were not known to do that. Those who were known, the Persians, the Romans, the Egyptians, the Greeks. Let me ask you, maybe you know, where is the tallest building in the world?
Singapore. China.
No, Dubai. Dubai.
Singapore took over.
No. Saudi is taking over now. Yes. So my question, Saudi now is going to take over, yeah. So, we're going to start debating.
If your point is on prophecies, like basically validating whether a prophet is authentic.
Yeah. No, it's not me. That's the Bible.
I mean, whether the words is or not, but you're trying to back that up.
No,
Prophet
that's what I'm saying, yeah. But that's what I'm saying.
So you're validating his authenticity by
the passage.
Yeah.
So there's two things. Either
I could say that a different prophet, known as the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, has made prophecies that have actually come to pass.
Which I believe that. Do you accept that? We accept that.
What we're trying to get to here is...
But that doesn't contradict.
Yeah, there's a contradiction.
But there is a contradiction.
No, wait.
We'll come to that.
We're not trying to get to whether this prophet and this prophet are the same, or whether this prophet can...
No,
because we already know...
Can I speak?
Miracles don't validate anything, because right now, I can perform something in front of all of you, like, and you'll be like, raw, what's going on? I could be using magic. It could be the devil that's using me. Who knows?
That's true. That's a good point.
Those are not very good validation points.
Bro, so you should speak to the Bible. So now, wait. There's one thing here. One thing, either you have to reject Prophet Muhammad or you reject the passage in the Bible. Because the passage in the Bible clearly says, if you say in your heart, which the word that the Lord has spoken. If a prophet speaks in my name and the thing does not come to pass, that is the word which the Lord has not spoken. So I'm using your book as a criteria, even though I'm just doing it for the so I'm saying, for the sake of argument, to prove Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. If Prophet, hear me out.
My prophet.
Hear me out. You don't let me. No, but let's speak about anyone. No, you missed the point.
Exactly.
No, but that's what.
How could you use this word?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking about
no, speaking about.
You get what I'm saying?
You mean, brother?
This is just using. I want to come to you.
Brother, come on, man. No, but you can take him there. I was me and him.
I'm speaking to you. He's speaking
yeah, but no, brother, no. we don't speak like that, man. Two people speaking at the same time doesn't make any sense.
Then don't speak to him anymore.
No, I'm not speaking to him. I'm speaking to him.
He wasn't speaking to him.
No, I was not speaking to him.
It's alright. Carry on.
I don't need your interjection either.
I'm saying, listen. I'm saying this passage which we have read out, it speaks about a prophet, correct?
Yeah.
It doesn't speak about butcher or a cleaner, saying prophet. Muhammad claimed to be prophet. Yeah. So your God to tell you how to differentiate between a true prophet and a false prophet.
Okay.
So if
his point was not a true prophet or a false prophet.
That's why you should point.
The true prophet
Yes.
and the.
There's no
like,
you
see what I'm saying, yeah? No. Listen to what I'm saying. I understand everything you're saying.
Okay.
There's two paradigms we're talking about.
Okay, go on.
One
Explain.
thing we're talking about, on the one hand, this is the main issue we're talking about.
Yeah.
Is it Christianity or is it Islam on one hand, and on the other hand, you're talking about how can you differentiate a real prophet? Like you said, we can't tell if a real prophet is real, whether they die or not, because Muhammad died, Jesus died, Moses died.
I don't know if Jesus died anyway. Moses
People died.
Yeah.
So how are we going to know that? That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the strength of prophets. We're not talking about how you differentiate prophets. We're talking about this world and this belief, this faith system, and this faith system, which is so similar. Sometimes I don't even understand why, but that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's actually, really and truly, sometimes I think to myself, right, if everything was okay, if it didn't really matter, then I can just do what I want. Do you get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, God's going to know my heart. But that's not how it goes. It's not just about God knows your heart and this is this and this is that. There's certain.
Do you know what I was
things
doing?
that we
Sorry.
have to go by.
Do you know what I was doing?
Yeah.
I was doing that, logically speaking. If we establish Muhammad as true prophet, by using this criteria, logic dictates you have to follow
But you
prophet.
can't. That's what I'm saying. You
So
can't
brother,
use this.
do you reject this passage? No, do you reject this passage?
But do you
I reject
Jesus
it.
God?
Wait. No, listen to. Let me finish. Like you were saying to them, let me finish.
Oh, go on, let me finish. That's correct.
So don't lie.
Go on.
I reject it
Go on.
as a validation, yeah, for the authenticity of Muhammad being a prophet, of Jesus being a prophet. That's what I reject.
But your book,
the scripture.
you're missing the point.
The scripture is trying to tell you if somebody comes in my name, and he was talking about himself, that red writing indicates that it was Jesus speaking.
No, Jesus, this is Old Testament. There's an Old Testament. Jesus was speaking the Old Testament.
I'm wrong here. I'm wrong.
Yeah,
But
okay.
listen to what I'm
That's
saying.
good.
What he's saying, if somebody comes in my name, in my holy name, in the name that's represented by this book, yeah, the teachings and doctrines that go with this, not any other book, not generally, if it doesn't go with this, that person is not coming in the rightful name.
Okay.
Even if you come in Jesus' name, even if I come here and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to do something in God's name, I might be the biggest pro.
Okay, so you say,
but I can be so convinced.
Okay, bro, let me mention. So you're saying, anyone that come and gets this book, it has to be false.
Anybody, yeah, under that scripture, anybody that comes with a doctrine in the name of,
and guess it. But I have to speak because he been speaking alone. I'm saying, look, which book you're referring to? The Old Testament or the New Testament?
We already said we're talking about the Old Testament.
You talk about the Old Testament, many people go crazy. These same brothers I advised them before. This talk guy from anyway. You talk about the Old Testament, okay? The Old Testament, let us use it as a criteria. According to you, Jesus, if you don't know, I will teach you about that. Jesus opposed the Old Testament. Did you know that?
He came to abolish the law of
No, he
the
said
Old
abolish.
Testament.
I didn't come to abolish, he said. To fulfill it.
But so that we do not have to live under certain laws anymore.
No, but listen, he
didn't go against
he abolished the law.
Because without the Old Testament, we would have no new.
Brother, you're missing the point.
In the Old
Jesus, look, in the Bible, in Hosea says God is not a man. Okay? In the book of Numbers, page 23, verse 19, he said, I'm not a man. God is not a man that he should lie. God is not a man that he should change his mind. So according to the Old Testament, God is not a man. But according to the New Testament, Jesus was what? God and a man at the same time.
Does the Old Testament prophesy?
That's contradiction.
Does the Old
God is not a
Testament
man, in the New Testament is a man.
No, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It's fair enough. If you look at it in a very oblique view, it goes against each other. If you don't dive into the word itself and understand, or overstand, sorry, as some people with these kind of hair would tell me in my ends. You get what I'm saying?
Overunderstand, okay,
What I'm trying to say to you is,
just understand anyway. Just have a
with the New
comprehension.
Testament, with the, you see, you said all these things on my head is going
Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
What are we talking about?
Old
We're
Testament.
talking about the Jesus clearly, according to you, I don't believe that, opposed the Old Testament. Because the Old Testament, God is not a man.
He didn't oppose the Old Testament.
Nah, he didn't oppose the Old Testament.
Okay.
He's standing on the Old Testament. All right?
It's a madness, guy. Oh, yeah.
Was in trouble again.
Tam Man Chan.
No, God.
Go on. But yeah, look, do you believe that in the Old Testament it prophesies Jesus?
I believe that, yeah.
Okay.
I don't, let me clarify something.
Yeah.
As a Muslim, I believe in the Old Testament,
Yes.
the information within the Old Testament, the New Testament.
Okay.
However, I don't believe everything within it.
Yeah, but why?
I'll tell you what, that's a good point. Because as a Muslim, I believe, that's what I was going to prove but before you cut me. Because as a Muslim, I believe Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. Logic dictates God will not choose a liar to convey his message. So if I establish Muhammad as a true prophet, let me out. Logic dictates you should follow him where he came with. That which he came with, that God is not a man, then Jesus never died on the cross, that the people of the book, the Jews and the Christians, changed their scriptures.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Then let me ask you a question. Through your logic, God would intervene through any crazy madman that wants to be a snake oil salesman to people and take people's money or take people for a ride, right? He would intervene directly and kill that person. If such a person claimed to be a prophet, which any one of us here can do,
Yeah.
you're saying through your logic that God would himself step in and say, or kill that person.
No, I'm not saying that. No, God will expose him. God doesn't have to. Look, God destroyed nations without him coming to the universe.
course, yeah.
Okay? But what I'm saying, let us analyze something.
Okay.
If I'm a king of a country,
Yes.
and there is someone going killing people in my country,
Yes.
claiming that he's my ambassador,
Yeah,
logic dictate I should do what? Expose him.
of course.
Okay. Are we more wiser than God?
No.
Okay. So if we have a Prophet Muhammad, which historically speaking, he overpowered the Jews and the Christians, who they believed overpowered the Jews and the Christians. They had many countries. Like when Muslim came, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, his companions took over.
By force.
No, all the time by force. Malaysia, the biggest population, they came to Islam. South Africa or East Africa, they came to Islam just with business. They never with force. Okay. But my point here is, again, force or not, my point is that how God will aid the false prophets to overpower his beloved one, as you claim, the true religion, and the false religion overpower the true religion. Not just for 1 year, since Prophet Muhammad ﷺ came for 1400 years.
Yeah.
Islam is overpowering Christianity. Christianity is dying. If you go to church today, you see only what? You don't see English people in church.
Yeah, but
church is empty.
You shouldn't judge Christians by the church
but you know Christianity is dying. You know that? Are you aware?
No, I'm not aware.
In the West, yeah. It's dying, yeah. It's dying, it's
I oppose
dying.
that as well. Do you know there's a big Chinese revival? There's a big Chinese revival.
Christianity
of
is dying,
Christians.
man.
Bruv,
They can't do research.
Bruv,
You can't
look
do
at
research.
China right
Okay.
now. In fact, China has just banned the sales of Bibles because Christianity is spreading like wildfire. So they're trying to ban Bibles to stop.
Bro, in Europe.
What about in Europe?
I'll
I'm
tell you.
talking about globally.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, globally.
Yeah.
Name one country. Okay, European. Let's talk about European. Then we move on, yeah?
Okay.
Is the European countries are proper Christian countries?
No.
In Europe, what is widespread? Atheism.
Yes.
And Darwinism.
Okay.
America, what is widespread?
The same.
Darwinism. Okay. So you go, name one country, Japan, and you left all the country, like in Muslim countries,
But we-
Africa.
Okay.
The fastest growing religion on the face of the earth is what?
So according
It's not
to
the
some,
biggest yet, though.
exactly.
No, but it's not about the biggest. Who's taking over?
does that mean
It's the
it's
fast
right?
growing.
But does that mean
No,
it's
no, I'll tell you. No, I would. Yeah. Because yeah, growing. Because people take over, thinking with sword. I'm stabbing you. I'm not stabbing you. Anyway. So what I'm saying, look, I'm saying that. What I'm saying, my point here again. Anyway, my point here is that God will not aid a liar for a long time. God will put him as a test that expose him.
Was Jesus a liar?
No, he was not.
So, but he did claim to be God.
No, that's Mark and Luke and John. No, Jesus.
But they prophesied in the Old Testament. If you agree with me, like you said,
Okay.
they prophesied about
You
Jesus
know what?
in
You
the
know,
Old
let
Testament.
us talk about Jesus God. Okay, talk about Jesus God. You know what? Forget all of this. Brother, see. Forget all of this. Excuse me. Forget. Can I speak, please? Okay. Let us go back, because we're going everywhere.
I just
Let
want
us
to say
go.
one
No,
thing
wait.
before you do, yeah? The idea of Christianity is, yeah, and this came from one of the biggest atheists going, I can't remember his name right now, but he said 20 believers were so radicalized by the idea that Jesus died and resurrected that 20 people managed to convert nearly the entire world. Now, either they were frigging out of their minds batshit crazy, or there's something more to this story. And as you believe, Jesus didn't, well, you guys didn't believe that he was crucified at all. So you take the free gift that Jesus gives away.
And he's told, mashallah. He's told on the camera. He's told on the camera.
But yeah, so
Okay, let's go. Anyway, let's say, brothers, I want to have you one. Yeah, go back to the foundation. As a Muslim, we believe in God.
Okay.
You believe in God.
Of course.
You and I, we believe God is perfect.
Yes.
We believe God has a perfect knowledge. He knows everything.
After you say your point, I want you to read. No, don't close it. I want you to read this.
But let me demonstrate.
Yeah.
Let me demonstrate my point before
Yeah,
you tell me to read. Okay. You and I, and even the Jews, we believe God is perfect.
Yes.
He has a perfect knowledge.
Of course.
He has a perfect what? Wisdom.
Yes.
He's a powerful. He has no beginning, no end. Correct?
Yes.
And he's the greatest.
He has no beginning or end, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's the greatest, correct?
Remember that, though.
Yeah. There's no one greater than him, correct?
I agree.
So if Jesus is God,
Yeah.
no one should be greater than him, correct?
Okay.
Because God is the greatest.
But you're keeping in mind that we believe that God the Son, God the Father, God the Holy Spirit,
no,
right?
I'm saying God.
Yeah, but God,
is there
it's still one God.
That's what I'm saying. Is there anyone greater than God?
No.
Okay. If Jesus is God, no one should be greater than him.
But if we're saying that Jesus is also God and God the Father and there's the Holy Spirit that is also God, but all in one is one God.
I understand your point, free Trinity.
Yeah, but
I'm
you agree or not?
No, I'm saying listen carefully.
Yeah.
Muslims, everyone, is there anyone greater than God?
No.
No, that's it. So therefore, if Jesus is God, no one should be greater than him.
Okay, so
In the Bible, Jesus said, my Father is greater than me. In the Bible, Jesus said in
no
Mark...
one comes to the Father but by me.
This is a different thing because that's what I'm saying. But,
Bruh.
but it's not good. I'm saying...
Speaking of salvation, you don't wanna speak
No,
about
speak,
it?
I will come and speak
You don't
about it.
wanna go to that.
Go off. But again, in Mark 13... In Mark 13:32, Jesus said, no one knows the day and the hour, not even the angels in the heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. So according to Jesus, his statement, it goes in line with Allah's statement. يَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ السَّاعَةِ. They ask you about the hour of Muhammad. Say no one knows it except Allah. You just told me no one more knowledgeable than God, no one more greater than God. However, according to your book, there's someone greater than Jesus, someone more knowledgeable than Jesus. Therefore, he cannot be God. Simple.
No, I don't agree with that. Though. I don't agree with that. All right, then you read
Otherwise,
this.
it's contradiction.
Then read this. Read this.
That will not help you.
No, then read it. Read it out loud and very clearly so everyone can hear.
You can have it. No, it's
Okay,
in the beginning was the Word.
Perfect.
And the Word was with God.
Perfect.
And the Word is God.
Brilliant.
I know it. I memorize it. Okay. I know
Already?
it.
You're already, yeah?
But
In the beginning was the words.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask you, Lord, what does it mean to you guys, right? In the beginning was the words. The word was God. And the words was with God.
so
He
Yeah.
was in the beginning with God. Right?
إخوة.
Yeah? All things were made. All things were made through him. This word, right? And without him, nothing was made that was made, right? So this word is so important that he made everything that we can observe, see, and know. And then slightly further down that passage, what does it say?
Became flesh.
He became flesh. The word became flesh,
Okay.
right? And dwelt among
No,
man.
brother, please.
Yeah. So who's the word?
Before we go to who's the Word,
That's
you know what
a
you just
very
did?
true point.
If you let me speak, yeah? What you just did, you haven't answered my question. What you just did, instead of defending your case, you want to just tell us, Jesus said this, but that even for the sake of argument.
but what did he say? What did he say?
Can I
He
speak
said
my
the word
point?
is good, isn't it?
Now, even for the sake of Jesus said is the Word and the Word. But you have still a problem. Because according to Jesus, he doesn't know everything. And you just told me God knows everything. That doesn't help you.
But in this book, does it not say that Jesus is
Be
God?
honest, be
Does
honest.
it not say that
Be
Jesus
honest.
is
If
God?
you understand
From what
the
I've just
Trinity,
read,
if you
from
honest.
what I've seen, you don't
Let us
agree?
have it.
Okay, then what do you understand?
No,